Now, this is going to be one of the big talking points today. It is the country's first motorway pub. It is on the M40. It's at the Beaconsfield services. Would it encourage you, would it tempt you to have a drink and then maybe drive? Edward Gershon is from the owners of this pub, JD Wetherspoon's, and he's there in the pub on the M40 this morning. Mr. Gershon, I suppose when it comes to getting planning permission, you mustn't be able to believe your luck with this one. Who would have thought?
I didn't quite hear that, Eamonn. Say that again, sorry.
You can't believe your luck, I'm sure, getting planning permission for this one. Who would have thought that we'd have pubs on motorways?
Well, you're absolutely right. It did gain planning permission. It was passed by the police and the licensing authorities. It is the first pub on the motorway network, you're absolutely right, and we're very pleased that it's a Wetherspoon. We believe that people will actually welcome it. They can come off the motorway, come in here, have a drink if they want. We are licensed, but we believe the majority of people will be drinking hot drinks, coffee, a wide range of food, and that they'll welcome the fact they can go somewhere they know our pubs from around the country, instead of going to sometimes the usual offering in motorway service stations, which can be less than great and also very expensive.
Coffee and food and things. I mean, there's already lots of outlets where they can do that. You're offering them a drink, and the problem is, the first time there is a fatality on the M40 and the driver is linked to your pub, you're in big trouble. Are you prepared for that?
Well, I don't think you can be prepared for what might happen. What we would say is that we act responsibly when we serve alcohol. We believe that customers have to act responsibly too. And if someone wanted to go less than 50 metres from where I'm standing into Marks and Spencer's here at the motorway service station, they could get alcohol. If they wanted to go less than a mile off the motorway into a pub, they could do so. So we're happier that they can come in here in a responsible environment. And if they want an alcoholic drink, we will serve them. But we would also serve them responsibly. We will not serve them more than they should have. But they also have to have that responsibility. And we're not hiding from the fact that we are serving alcohol.
But they shouldn't have any.
And other authorities...
They shouldn't have any, and you're offering temptation where it shouldn't be. You know as well as I know, yes, the possibility exists someone may pop into Marks and Spencer's and sit there with a bottle of wine in their car, whatever it is, but it's highly unlikely. You're actually encouraging people to drink, and you can't say that this is something that is not going to have a consequence. This seems very strange to people, and as regards who wants this, and you said this seems to be very popular, the RAC have surveyed this. They showed support of only 12% from people who are looking at this. People don't... There's not a huge demand, surely, for pubs on motorways.
Two things on that front. We don't believe in any way we are encouraging people to drink. Far from it. We've got a number of different things going on here. We would believe that the vast majority of the money that we make at this pub will come through food, soft drinks and coffee. We think maybe 20% might be alcoholic.
Why don't you just sell food and soft drinks then? I really don't understand. You just open a cafe.
Well, that's a fair point, but this is a pub company. We run pubs, and you're absolutely right. If we were opening here and just serving hot drinks, cold drinks, no alcohol and food, it would be of no interest to the press, and we completely understand that. But we do run pubs. We're very transparent about it. We've got the necessary permissions. We are a decent company. People know our pubs. And I think, as an example, if there's a coach party passing by and there's 50 people in that coach party and they want to come in here and have something to eat and drink, we think that's a boon. We think that's a great thing for them to do.
Yeah. Do you know what I think? Do you know what I think? I think the coach is more likely to be full of football supporters, and then a second coach will arrive and it'll be rival football supporters. It'll be full of people on their way to stag parties and hen parties, and it will be complete nightmare. You, in fact, are the devil in disguise. You are offering temptation to everybody. You're offering a scenario of hell, basically, are you not?
Well, you're assuming a lot, and it's obviously what you believe. We don't believe that is the case, and we generally don't. And we think that when people come in here, if, for example, you are a stag party and you come in and you're in a coach with others and you have a couple of pints of beer, what is the problem? You're not going to be behind the wheel of the car.
The problem is that you make what is a perfectly nice service area not very welcoming. That's the problem.
Well, actually, if you come in here, as other people already have from about 4 this morning, you'll find it's a wonderful-looking pub, And actually...
I'm sure it is. But why don't you just go half a mile down the road? Why don't you just get off the motorway? You must admit it's a really strange message, and people are questioning all the things we're not allowed to do on the roads. We're not allowed to use phones. We're not allowed to eat when we drive. We're not allowed to doze off at the wheel. There's loads of things we're not allowed to do. But the government are now saying, yeah, we're going to create a big pub. What do you do in pubs? Oh, you go and get coffee in pubs. That's what you do. No, you don't.
Well, again, it's not a big pub, and those might be your personal views. They might be the views of a lot of people in England. But we actually think that a lot of people will welcome this pub, and we'd rather take their views than maybe the view of a survey of 1,000 people from the RAC. We completely understand that if you open a pub on the motorway network, we'd have to be naive to think the broadcasters wouldn't pick up the fact that pub motorway network potential problem. But we run our pubs well, and if someone actually wanted to come from their home having drunk onto a motorway network, they can. If someone actually wanted to go to the supermarket 50 metres from here and buy alcohol, they could. If someone wanted to come
but they
from
don't,
here and
that's
drive
the thing.
less than a mile.
They don't really. There's a big difference between what you do in private and what is personal choice and what is available to the general public and what encourages the general public and what tempts the general public. You know it. We'll see what the general reaction is here. The RAC says there's no support for this at all. Charlotte, what are you picking up here this morning?
It's the feeling from people today, actually. Sandy says, irresponsible, shameful, just asking for trouble. I pity the people injured and dead in the inevitable subsequent multiple pile-up. Frederick, it's totally irresponsible. Rates of drink driving will treble. More innocent people will be killed. Another one here from Jim. Pubs on motorway is insanity. No one drives off the motorway for a drink and then continues their journey. Too easy if it's on their route.
Edward Gershon, we only hope we never have to do an interview with you in the future in which there is a pile-up, there is a fatality caused by people drinking at a pub, at a motorway service station. Thank you for your time. Thank you for arguing your cause.